What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Deadpool and Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3. So, we are just over 1 month away from the release of Marvel's only movie this year. And little to nothing is known, or is it, when you think about it. It's very weird and very interesting how, if you go back to a year ago, every single wannabe scooper confirmed this insane plot leak. Then all of a sudden, none of it is true. But what you don't understand is, a lot of stuff they filmed wasn't out in the open, so some of said plot leak could actually be true. So we're going to briefly go over that, and we're also going to go over a bunch of new details that have come out over the last couple of days to do with Marvel's only movie of the year, and it very well could be Marvel's only good movie for many years, as Blade is going through so many rewrites. Well, it can't be rewrites because they haven't actually got a finished script yet, but what is it, like the 6th pen to script the movie? Pretty insane. So if you got a new animation, you have to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsters, Pop Culture content that I try to cover on a daily basis. You could subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and let me know, what do you think's actually real about this movie? Because even though we've had a bunch of trailers, a bunch of alleged rumors, a bunch of alleged leaks, nobody actually knows what the freaking hell is going on about this movie, or at least no one's actually talking. So if you could become a channel member for less than $1, less than £1, it really does help the channel. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. If you want to see the beautiful face behind the big voice, check us out on Instagram at WishG. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, WishG. Right, let's get into this video. So, this isn't actually new information at all. It's just come out recently, and a lot of people are talking like it's new. We've covered this information probably like 5 months ago. So, Cyclops and the X-Men reportedly always begged this Logan to wear the yellow suit to fit in the group, but he never did. So what's interesting about this is not the Logan from the Logan movie timeline. This is a completely random Logan. So that part doesn't really make much sense to me. After he failed them, they all died. So we're going to see a flashback sequence in this movie where all the X-Men die. You know, the grave scene in the trailer, that's pretty much it. And now he feels responsible to wear the suit. But what's interesting is, he might have the suit on, but the cowl, he doesn't have it on. But in all the promotion material that's going around, he has the cowl on. But from everything we understand here at this Warstu channel, he's not actually going to be wearing the cowl very much. So the backstory of why he wears the suit is because all his X-Men friends die. But all of a sudden that information is going around like it's new information, even though everyone knows that. But, you know, there's new people come to the channel every day, so I thought I'd cover it. So Hot Toys have released a lifelike Hot Toys figure of Hugh Jackman Wolverine with the cowl on, but like I keep saying, he's not really going to have the cowl on for much of the movie, sadly, but I think it makes sense, because to be honest, I think even when we get to the official cowl being revealed by Marvel Studios, which hopefully they don't do before the movie comes out, but you know what Marvel does, it generally releases everything. We're already seeing spoilers in the trailers, if you like Lady Deadpool, Juggernaut, there are some other cameos in the trailers that it's not my place to reveal, but let's just say if you look carefully in the background of them, of some shots, you may see some characters that haven't actually been confirmed yet. So something that I find very interesting is how fast people switch up on what is not true and what is true. So I can exclusively confirm with an Entertainment Weekly exclusive that Warstu will not be appearing in Deadpool and Wolverine, sadly. I know, just like the information that came out about Taylor Swift not appearing in the movie, Warstu's not going to appear. The Watch Mojo lady, sadly, isn't going to appear. And yeah, we're kind of trolling because Entertainment Weekly, what the hell are you doing trying to confirm things? So what is interesting is every single person, when it comes to the Scooper game, all affirm this information here. Then all of a sudden they started to backtrack. So is any of this true? We don't know. Well, we know parts of it. So the film is allegedly going to start where Deadpool 2 left off, with Deadpool using Cable's time machine to redo history. He goes to a time to find a dying old Logan and uses Cable's machine to make him younger and cure him. Stick with me, lads. Stick with me. Logan doesn't know who Wade... I mean, that is true in the actual movie. Logan doesn't know who Wade is and asks him to go away, but Wade tells him he traveled all the way so that they could become best friends forever. I mean, that part is true. Logan telling him and Wade is about to go back in time, past, but then they are both captured by the TVA police. I mean, this part is technically true because they do both end up in the TVA. The TVA is stretched thin because of the new multiverse appearing, so they can't monitor everything. And they have a problem with the Fox universe and their use of different methods of time travel. They mention they brought Cable back to his timeline. They quickly prune Wade and Logan, and Wolverine gets the yellow suit that was in the void and that was left by another Wolverine who died. Wolverine is mad at Deadpool for getting him into all this trouble. They fight, but since they both can't die, they realize the battle is pointless. In the void, they find different Fox location characters that were pruned, like the 2015 version of Fantastic Four, which are actually supposed to be in the movie. Other versions of Deadpool, like Lady Deadpool, Dogpool, join them, and they are brought back by Mr. Paradox, a TVA agent who's a fan of this version of Wolverine and Deadpool. He's convinced the TVA to give them another chance if they help him on their mission to prune a timeline that went out of control. I mean, this is kind of true, but not really, but there is some context here that actually is real. So let's digress. They agree and travel with him to the universe 838, where Wanda of this Earth has lost her mind after being possessed by 616 Wanda and remade the world. Now her father, Magneto, is in charge as the leader of the new Illuminati that includes different Fox characters like Ben Affleck, Daredevil, Jennifer Garner, Elektra, who's actually in the movie, Jessica Alba, Sue Storm, who's actually apparently in the movie, Wolverine and Deadpool, and Lady Deadpool, Dogpool, and the TVA agents get to 838 New York City, fight the Illuminati with the help of the TVA, and are able to beat the Illuminati. What's interesting is, up until a year ago, every single scooper in the game, even the trusted ones, and there's only like one of them, said this was somewhat true. So then Logan steals this TVA device and uses it to fulfill his own goal of changing the events of X2 and X-Men The Last Stand, so Jean and the rest wouldn't die. But messes with the timeline is a risk, and Paradox and Wade go after him. The Illuminati were able to get one of the TVA devices, and also follow them. Eventually, the TVA enlists the X-Men of Logan's Earth to make him see reason and surrender peacefully. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because this story here blew up about a year ago. And realistically, this could actually happen in the movie. Just because no one knows about it and everyone says it's not happening doesn't mean it can't happen. Then there's a big battle, similar to that of The Last Dance, against 838 Magneto with Deadpool and Logan recruiting an army of Fox characters, including Lady Deadpool, X2, Logan dies at the hands of 838 Magneto. We get Jean versus 838 Wanda's fight, and Jean wins, gives Wanda the cure, and that weakens her. So Jean Grey fighting Wanda Maximoff was supposed to be the biggest moment of this movie, but everyone said it was real, and then all of a sudden none of it's real. So I'm thinking maybe some of this could still be real. They win, and the TVA prune Earth 838 or Universe 838. They tell Deadpool and Logan they were taken back to their original timeline, but Deadpool wants to go to the MCU for some reason. So he prunes the X2 timeline. So him, Dogpool, X2, X-Men, Future Logan, Mr. Paradox, 838 Wanda are all thrown into the MCU by the TVA, who don't know what to do with them at the end of the movie. Now, don't get me wrong, most of that is probably not real, but if everyone thought it was real, and all these supposed inside sources that know so much all said it was real up to a certain date, do you not think part of this could actually be real? I think a good part of that could be real. Now, I'm not saying that Jean Grey is in the movie, but there is a version of her that is supposed to be in the movie. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, and a lot of people made a big deal about all this stuff, so I thought we'd revisit it. Now, what I find fascinating is the likes of Henry Cavill, the likes of Daniel Radcliffe, Carl Urban are all playing variations of Wolverine, but nobody seems to care, which I find fascinating. So like I say, there is a lot of information out about this movie, but realistically, nobody knows anything. Sure, don't get me wrong, the plot leak we went over before this one is actually the most realistic one that's out there, and it's probably 100% nearly real, but this one we've just gone over now was supposed to be so real, but then it wasn't. So what, did they change the whole movie? Did people make it up? Because some of the most trusted inside sources also said that that was real. So a new poster came out recently that allegedly reveals 5 or 4 different characters, according to trusted insiders. And there's fire in the background, as we know. It's a Screen X poster. As we know, Chris Evans, the Human Torch, is highly rumored to be in this movie. So who is it teasing? We don't know, but Marvel has this way of not ruining their own movie. Well, they did. They basically showed the post-credit scene for Captain Marvel 2 in the trailers. But I think Marvel are going to end up doing that because they are showing characters in posters and in TV spots, but they're not openly showing these characters. They're doing it in such a subtle way that you have to know what you're looking for to actually find it, or you've had to read some of the plot leaks to essentially see what's going on. But it is fascinating how people will come out and say, yeah, this poster, there is 4 people in the background, 4 characters being shown, but they don't ever give context. It's like this whole major post-credit scene that's going to change a game forever that everybody knows, but nobody can talk about. It's like here, Alex Perez says it. There are 4 characters in this poster, but doesn't elaborate to who it is. I mean, there's fire. Does that mean Ghost Rider appears? Probably, I mean, Ghost Rider is actually rumored, but a lot of people rumored. Chris Evans is rumored, but it does make me laugh when these trusted insiders come out and say stuff, but they don't actually ever say what they mean. And you'll be like, yeah, but you do the same thing. Yeah, but like I keep saying, I just report information I see on the internet. I'm not actually one of these wannabe scoopers. I just like going over stories that are interesting, and you know, we cover theories, rumors, plot leaks, so on and so forth. I mean, if you really want to zoom in on this picture, you can see a lot of stuff in the background. So let me know, what do you think about the plot leak we went over? What do you think about the reason of why Wolverine finally puts the suit on? And do you actually think said plot leak is real? I mean, if you want to spitball, in this picture, you could see Alaya, you could actually see Mephisto, you could actually see Ghost Rider, you could actually see a Human Torch, and let's just say Chris Evans because he's the one that's rumored. I mean, Pyro. There's so many characters you could, in theory, say are in this picture, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're in it. So let me know. I may put the picture in the thumbnail because it's interesting of what people are saying. So like always, guys, let us know everything down below. Do you think we're going to get Jean fighting Wanda? That would be sick because no one thinks Wanda Maximoff is in this movie. I just wanted to revisit this plot leak because up until a certain day, everyone said it was real. Then all of a sudden, the whole plot changed drastically, which realistically made no sense to me. So I just wanted to see what you guys actually thought. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram, Stu, check us out on Twitter, and I'll catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.